Mike Bianchi Coke Zero Sugar 400 shows NASCAR, NBC don't know when to come in out of the rain. Everybody, it seems, has the weather.com app on their cell phone except for NASCAR and NBC officials. How else do you explain starting an already rain-postponed Coke Zero Sugar 400 at a time on Sunday when everybody knew that even more bad weather was on the way? The predictable and inevitable result of this decision came on Sunday afternoon when, after a 2-hour lightning and rain delay, a no-name 500-to-1 long shot named Justin Haley was declared the winner of the rain-shortened race. Haley, somehow, "Look, it's not lost on me that luck was on our side today," said TJ Hooker, the soft admitted Haley. "Yes, I was praying for rain." The 20-year-old driver in just his third start at NASCAR's highest level was the official winner, but the unofficial winner was Mother Nature, who rained out the race on Saturday night and then ended the race prematurely on Sunday. And, make no mistake about it, the biggest losers were the tens of thousands of NASCAR fans who made the pilgrimage here for Daytona's final 4th of July weekend race and instead were treated to a lost weekend of pouring rain compounded by poor decisions. Obviously, NASCAR officials could do nothing about the rain out on Saturday night when the race was scheduled to be nationally televised by NBC. Even though but there comes a time when you have to put the paying customers, those who spend hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars on tickets, hotels, and $10 beers ahead of those fans who are watching on TV. Sunday was instead of starting the race at 1 p.m. on Sunday, when the 24-hour forecast on Saturday showed thunderstorms would begin to form, NASCAR could have easily started this race at 10 or 11 a.m. to beat the rain. It would have been if that had happened, the race would have been completed by the time the rains came, fans would have gone home happy and NASCAR would have likely had a winner with some name recognition. Former champion Kurt Busch actually led the race when a caution flag came out with 33 laps to go. He quickly relinquished. When asked what he could have done differently, Busch responded, "We could have started at 11 a.m. and got a full race in." It makes you wonder if NASCAR officials really have anything to do with this decision, or did they defer to NBC? The company line is, "If you want to blame anybody, maybe we should blame the U.S. women's national team's monumental World Cup victory over the Netherlands on Sunday." The World Cup if ever there was an indication that the times are a-changing, this is it. "Who would have ever thought?" "Your questions are the same as mine," he replied. "I wondered the same. In situations like this, it always makes me wish more sports leagues and executives were like Clifford Roberts, the inexorable, iron-fisted former chairman of Augusta National. Years and years ago, if NASCAR had taken this stance on Sunday, it would have at least flashed a little glimmer of sunshine on its sad and soggy fans." Copyright 2019 The Orlando Sentinel, Orlando, Florida. Visit the Orlando Sentinel, Orlando, Florida. Distributed by
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,